Okay, in this video what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and add this detail here. We're going to add these wires, so let's go ahead and get started. First thing we're going to do is if we try to make the surface live and draw a curve on it, it's not going to work because there's a hole in it. So we actually have to close it. So we're just going to go to surfaces and we're just going to go to open close. It doesn't really matter too much that you're doing that because you can't see the bottom anyway. So we're just going to keep that. Okay. Then we're going to go to create, CV curve tool. You could do a 3-point circular arc if you don't want an exact circle, but let's do something like this. All right. Let's delete the history on this. Actually, make it live first, right there. Make it live. Now do it. Okay. Let's take a look at kind of the shape they have. Let's do it a little higher. This does not look good. We could fix it. See, this curve is open. You can just go to open close. Okay, that's fine. If you get a little loop in it, just move it out. That's easy enough. So we're just going to kind of get a shape that, something that, you just hit delete there. Something that'll look good. Let's delete that too. There we go. I think this will look nice. Okay, I think that'll look good. Now we're going to go to curves, duplicate it, modify center pivot. Again, the reason why we had to close the surface is because if we didn't, let's close these. If we didn't, this wouldn't work. We couldn't draw on this surface, on the helmet part. We couldn't make it live and draw on it. It just wouldn't work. It would look really weird. It won't work. Let's go ahead and loft. Uh-oh. That happens. So I'll just go ahead and reopen this in a second. Okay, it's working now. I had to open up the temp directory of my computer and just, I don't know, I opened it up and it was fine. So it just seems weird on my machine that I'm getting that issue. So I don't know. It's kind of annoying actually. Make it kind of small. Okay, it looks pretty cool. You go to hull, grab this hull, scale it in like that. Oops. All right, I'm not going to worry about that little hole. We're going to do something in a second. Let's go ahead and reverse the direction. All right. Don't worry too much that there's a little folding in here. You could keep lofting if you want. You might even be able to do, let's see, something like this. Let's see if this works. No. The other one you could try is a planar if it's flat. Let's see if it's flat. Nope. So it looks like our only option was with the hull. Let's see what this does. Yeah, it's not going to work. Okay. Modify center pivot. All right, let's just do it the easy way. Whoa. Yeah, that gets weird sometimes. Hull. We're only going to close it to there, okay? Let's reverse the direction. All right, now what we'll do is we'll put a circle in there. Don't really need this curve. We'll get rid of it later. Let's go to create under primitive sphere. We're going to rotate this thing. Let's put it 90 degrees or thereabouts. Shrink it down, flatten it out. Go to front view. I'm just going to duplicate it, maybe make a few of them. Let's cover that hole. And maybe I don't want this one to be perfectly round. All right, let's see how that looks. Looks okay. Now let's turn our surfaces off real quick, which is right here, this one. Highlight it and go ahead and delete the curves because we don't need them anymore. That looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and reverse. Turn the surfaces back on. Reverse that one. Just go ahead and highlight all this stuff. Okay, Control G. Modify center pivot. And what we're going to do is we're going to go to front view. We're going to hit insert on our keyboard. Move this thing, roughly to the middle. Edit, duplicate special. Option. Let's put -1 there. Okay, hit insert, bring it in. And let's go ahead and change the texture on it. All right, so far so good. Looks pretty neat. So let's do a wire. I'm going to go ahead and do a wire. It's pretty easy. Let's go to front view, and we're going to go to create CV curve tool. Let's go to right view. And be the best way to do this. Let's go back to front view. Let's make this linear. Hit delete, delete. Go ahead and make it linear. Okay. All right, now there's one thing I left off up here. I'm going to grab these two and scale them flat. That means they'll both be the same distance apart. Grab these and scale those flat. Okay. It's going to be our wire. Go to Modify Center Pivot. Hit Insert on your keyboard. Let's move it up to about right there. And we're going to revolve this thing to create a surface. And we are going to revolve it around the green axis, which is Y, I believe. Move it up. Yeah, it's Y. Okay, so let's go ahead and do it. Surfaces revolve option. We want to do it around Y. We want to go from 0 to 360. 8 segments should be more than enough. Okay. All right, if we want, let's just go ahead and center the pivot. I'm going to shrink it down a little, make it longer. Let's go to right view. And we made this space for a reason. It's going to fit this thing. Now you might be saying to yourself, how the heck is this going to work? Well, we're going to do a couple of different things here. There's a few different ways you could approach this. You could do a few different pieces, which would look good. You could bend it. It is a wire after all, you can bend it. Or you can just kind of fit it here like that. Looks pretty good. It's off kilter. Let's go ahead and move it over. Okay, it looks neat. All right. Let's go ahead and rotate a little bit here. All right. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go to Create CV Curve Tool. We'll go to right view, hit 4. It's going to be a little weird to see. Let's hide some stuff real quick. Let's grab this, 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 this. Let's hit up. Let's hide that. Let's hide this, this, this. And go ahead and make a layer. Right click, add selected, hide it. Let's hide this too while we're at it. Add select, I'm right clicking there. Okay, that's better. Now let's go ahead and create a CV Curve Tool option. I don't want it linear anymore, I want a cubic. Let's have it go inside here. Alright, now why are we doing all this? Let's go ahead and show that again. Where did that curve go? Curve's right there. Modify center pivot. Okay, so far so good. What we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and go to isoparm. Select this. Actually, go to isoparm first. And go to curves, duplicate. Okay. Now shift select this. And then go to surfaces extrude. Option. And we're going to do all that. At path. And did it work? No. Let's try that again. Don't know why it's not working. Yeah, I figured out why it's not working. It was, but here, obviously we don't want it there. See all my attempts there. Click on this curve and go to Modify Center Pivot. Now we go ahead and go to Surfaces Extrude. Okay. Get rid of that. Alright, there you go. And it's not bad. You could loft these together. You could shrink this down a bit. We'll modify it in the next video, but that's the idea. We're going to do the same in the back, and then we'll duplicate it to the other side. So that'll be all for this video now.